Greetings, beloved ones. I'm Reverend Kira, here to talk about the long game. You know, we're in such transformation and transition times on our planet. We're operating with the unknown. We're operating with, what is it that we're holding in our vision for a future that is so filled with unknown at this moment. And yet, there's an opportunity here to really go into a deeper vision of what is this world, what is life, in a place where we have really fulfilled the greatest vision of our time. One that is changing the systems and the messages and the way that we're living heart-centered, wide open in the world, and truly living from our true Christ light or divine light and awareness. What I want us to understand that when we get short-sighted, we're just looking at the immediate moment and nothing beyond that, we sometimes don't really hold steady in the transformation. We have to hold to the idea that everything that's melting away, like the caterpillar in the cocoon, it totally melts down for it to be recreated into something so magnificent. Now, the truth is we don't know what's coming, and yet if we can know the truth of the way the universe operates, the laws of the universe are always moving us to greater good. Now, we get short-sighted because we see what's happening in the world right now and we're unhappy with it. But what if we really knew at a divine level, we're meant to all awaken to our oneness with creation, our oneness with one another, our oneness with the divine impulse that is within each one of us. There is an impulse that is moving us automatically into something so magnificent. But we have to see the end game. We have to hold the long end game. Maybe Christ Jesus actually knew, maybe not always as he was in his Jesus element, but as he became Christ and he absolutely brought forth that infinite side of his nature, that divine light that knew and had that connection with what he called Abba, or daddy, or father, and we know it as the divine presence, is that as he created that connection, he knew this was for the long game. This wasn't going to solve the problems of the world in that moment. Excuse me. In fact, most of the time, what we're looking at is about what's the longer game, what's the bigger thing that is occurring. Here it is 2,000 years later plus, and we're still learning to awaken to our divine self, to our Christ awareness, to being at one with the world and at one with our divine nature, and then creating a world that is living in oneness and harmony. And so maybe, just maybe, he always knew he was about the end game, the long game, the greater experience of us coming into awareness, of having a spiritual transformation. And the seeds that were planted moment by moment by moment didn't mean it was all changing like that, but it was setting the stage for the times of trials and tribulation that we're in right now. The opportunity to awaken to something much greater in our vision of a world. We also get the opportunity to decide, am I willing to be in the long game? Am I willing to see the greater good that comes? And how do I hold true to that, even in the appearances that don't look like it's there yet? We know that during the time of the crucifixion, it did not look like it was going where we wanted it to go, right? No one felt that or knew that, except that Christ's essence in him knew that this was for the long game. So let us look at our own long game, our own vision for a reality that fits into a different kind of world, one that truly honors and celebrates every single aspect of creation, whether that be each individual or all of the creative energies that are blessing our Mother Earth or that are bringing forth different forms of life. And all of that which is connected energetically, that we understand that there is no place where we can be separate from this God essence. So let's look at the long game together and create a new vision and hold strong in that, even when the winds are buffeting us in the moment, when we're melting down in the cocoon for a new creation to emerge and we're still in the unknown. Let us hold the vision, the truth of the fact that we're meant to fly, that we're meant to soar, we're meant to love, we're meant to be a presence for harmony and peace in our world. I look forward to sharing more of this message with you on Sunday on our live stream at Unity Bay Area Houston on both YouTube and Facebook live stream. That's at 10:30 a.m. Central Time, and sharing a message that really invites us into a greater vision for the long game for ourselves and for the world. For we know we are all intricately interconnected, and we are just awakening to the truth of what is possible. I live from that place of divine possibility, and I know that the long game is already fulfilled, and I'm learning how to align and move with it, and maybe you'll join me in that journey. I love you all. I send you deep blessings and look forward to hopefully seeing you with us on Sunday at 10:30 a.m. Unity Bay Area Houston, live stream or YouTube. God bless you, friends. Bye-bye.